My English learning experience. When I started learning English, I knew myself as not a gifted English learner. I struggled a lot, but the effect was not that much. My first English class was at my third grade when I was 9 years old. The first week of learning English, the teacher taught us 26 English letters. I noticed all my classmates already known these letters thoroughly, and I was still struggling with their order. Learning English is a very painful experience for me at that time. When I was in sixth grade, it was very hard for me to express myself in English when everybody can do it. Whenever I try my best to speak English in class, I would be laughed by my classmates. I had no confidence to speak English anymore, and I went to my English teacher for help. She did help me, but I could see her face become more and more cold. I suffered a lot in the class because I did not want to lose face in front of my friends. I realized that the best way to prove myself is to study harder and caught up with others. So I decided that whenever I have chance to speak English in class as well as in free talk, what is more, I did morning reading every day. I continued working. However, one thing was freaking me out is when I got my test score, I could not believe I got such a low score after a series of hard work. I felt I was useless and no matter how many times I practiced, the English would not stick on my mind. My elementary school English teacher liked to give us some English conversation to remember, and she also gave us a deadline for it. So we needed to remember those English conversation and to recite her before the deadline. And I was the last one to finish it every time. Actually, I cannot call it finish. I was crying when I went to my teacher office. I was begging her to give me more time to remember it because it is so hard for me to remember the text and don't want a shows on my grade board. But the teacher was a kind of irresponsible. She let me read about it several times and let me go. I got bad score on my most of my English exams. My dad was freaking out, so he beat me instead of listening to my explanation. My father beat me on the face and my nose was bleeding so badly. Then the first time I had the intention to kill myself. I felt hopeless. My parent made me feel I cannot get success even at good grade on my other courses. So does my English teacher. She trusts and care about students who had good grade. Working hard but no effect. My parents forced me to sign up tutoring class. My free recreational time have taken away. Unfortunately, the extra class even made me struggle more. The teacher at extra class gave me more work to do. I could not even finish my school assignments. It is a miserable period. I could not find an effective way to learn English. The teacher over there must offer me many homework without giving me any deeper help. The most despair thing is I try all the ways I know, but none of them works very well. I got nice scores several times, but my grade was very unstable. I spent too much time on English that caused my other courses was descending. I usually had good grade on my math and Urdu, but the other courses was descending. Then I went to junior high school. I met my English teacher. We called her Sana, a name I will keep in my mind forever. And she changed my entire English learning experience. I remember the first day she walked into classroom with the best smile ever. She said good morning in class in a soft voice and then gave us a beautiful smile. Maybe the voice and the smile attracted me, so I picked up my interest of learning English. She found me with my problems and helped me out. I began to like English when I entered the junior middle school. I owed it to Sana, who has stimulated my great interest in learning English and then influenced my future. She showed great love to us. She was different from other teachers. She has never been impolite to us. Oppositely, she treated us equally. She made efforts to attract us to the world of English, to understand the beauty of the language and enjoy the cultures of the foreign countries. With her skillful help, the students in our class took great interest in this course and improved rapidly. Chasana was kind and patient. She did not mind the students' slowness in learning new language, but it did not mean that she was not strict with us. To make what we had learned strong, she often asked us to recall the knowledge in class. This was also a method to examine the homework she had assigned. In that case, we had to work hard so as to live up to her expectation. She is such an excellent teacher that we got so much from her. Not only the knowledge, but also kindness, diligence, and appreciation for beauty. All this will be useful to all my life. She could see I study hard but did not get good grade. She called me into her office one day and gave me a chair. We seated on chair and started talk. She asked me how I think about learning English and how many hours I spent on English every day, something like this. I answered all these questions very carefully. I even told the story I recall from my memory of elementary school time. She helped me almost every day after school time for free. At first, I cannot believe this. She started from the basic stuff. She taught me the basic dialogue and grammar again. She recommended some interesting book of American culture. She talked about her experience when she was in America for school. And I was very positive and passionate with learning English since then. My hard works got paid. I got full point on my final exam. I was so happy. I could not wait to tell this breaking news to my parents. Since that time, I know the way how I study English well. I was so happy, but she told me, don't be pride. I need work on my vocabulary and keep on work hard. She also told me to watch American shows, which is really good to know how Americans daily life, how they talk and how they express themselves. So I watch lots of English movies so that my listening skill is going straight up. Till now, I still have the passion of learning English from that time. Thanks for everything, Mrs. Sana, for what she did to me. Keep moving forward and find the right teacher to teach, which is very important. And learning is not a short term work, it's a long process. Though it is hard working, I believe I'm the person who can persist in learning and smiling at loss. Believe in yourself and work hard. One day you will be able to speak English fluently and confidently. Thank you.